Hey guys, Sweetshins here, and I just want to talk about. I've been reading a lot lately about who Floyd Mayweather's next opponent could be. I know a lot of them are saying it's Amir Khan, which hopefully it is because I'd like to see that. But there's also Danny Garcia has been thrown into the mix. One sec, sorry. And everyone's saying, that looks weird. And everyone's saying he should deserve the next shot. Floyd Mayweather, he's undisputed in welterweight. He's beat everyone there is to beat in the welterweight division. He's unbeaten. And maybe he does, out of all opponents, maybe he does deserve that shot. But in my opinion, there is no way that fight should ever happen. Do not take that fight, Danny Garcia. No, you may be offered a lot of money, but just please do not take that fight. Danny says he wants to build his own legacy. Just let Floyd have his. Don't try and take Floyd out, because Danny Garcia is such a good boxer. He is. Danny Garcia is the kind of guy who he's always the underdog, but he'll always come out on top. And it surprises so many people because he doesn't have any visual strengths, basically. Like, he hasn't got the best speed, he hasn't got the best power, he's not the best boxer, he's not the best fighter, but he always wins. And I think it's partly because he's got such a great trainer. I know some people don't like Angel Garcia, but he's quite funny and he does know what he's talking about. He doesn't cater for his opponent's styles, he improves his own style so he can be more effective himself, and he has a more dominant style. But if he fights Floyd, I think it's quite. Floyd would be too much for him. I think Floyd's too much for anyone. I don't think anyone will beat him. He's got like 3 fights left. I just don't think there's anyone who can beat him out there at the moment. And Danny, he just doesn't have one thing better than Floyd. I mean, people may say power, but Floyd, he just won't get hit. And Floyd never underestimates his opponent. He will always work his hardest. Everyone says, I know when is it whether the build-ups you get, they show Floyd partying, he's got all these girls. Everyone thinks, oh, he's not even training. The other guys like training like Rocky Balboa, and that's not true. All reporters, anyone has said, Floyd Mayweather is like the most dedicated boxer they've ever seen. He's in there 24/7. And Danny Garcia can't throw anything at him that he hasn't seen before. That's the problem. He can bring nothing new to the table. And I really like Danny Garcia. He says he wants to build his own legacy. I would just say let Floyd pass. You can build your own legacy. Floyd's got like 3 fights left, or 2 to finish 3, and hopefully I hope he retires because he's had such a great career. Let Floyd go, and then you've got your time to shine. Don't have that little black mark on your record because you decided to fight Floyd. You're just not going to beat him. He's too slick. He just knows the game too well. He's just too much of a boxer. The best thing to do is let Floyd go. I'm not saying no one will say you're dodging him or anything, because you don't even have to fight him. There's so many other opponents. He wants to move up to 147, so that'd be I don't know if he's welterweight now or he's light. I think he's light welterweight. If he wants to move up, then take that. Just take that division. You'll get your recognition. I know he does want recognition, Danny Garcia. And he does deserve it because he beat everyone he's come up against. But I just don't think it's the way to go through Floyd. And I think he knows that, so does his dad, Angel Garcia. They both said like Floyd's a master, and they wasn't like jumping on. Everyone else is like, oh yeah, I'll fight Floyd. Yeah, what would I get? £6 million? Yeah, sure, I'll fight. But Danny Garcia, now he's a bit more clever than that. He knows that he won't be able to beat him, and money's no everything for him. He wants to have a lasting legacy in the sport of boxing, and he loves it for the boxing and just the pride of that. So if anyone should fight Floyd, I do think it should be Amir Khan. I know he probably would lose, yeah, but he has got speed in that, and it'd be interesting to see how Floyd deals with it. I think he will deal with it. He's fought Zab Judah, he's fast. Don't worry, I know Floyd beats Zab, but anyway. But Amir Khan's probably the best opponent out there, because for Floyd it's a business. at the end of the day, that's what it is. He's built his legacy. He's beat everyone. I know you say Manny Pacquiao, and they're actually saying they might fight next year, so let's hope so. But if you get to take Amir Khan out, if he fights Amir Khan, you've got the whole of Britain watching that fight, and also Pakistan, because Amir Khan's got a great following. Everyone knows him. He's like Britain's most watched boxer, really. So you bring them crowds together. Everyone loves Britain versus America. They love it. It's like when Ricky Hatton fought Floyd. The crowds there, that was sensational. I've never seen anything like that. So, just words for Danny Garcia. Continue what you're doing. You're winning your fights. Beat everyone. Just don't. If you have to fight Floyd, then do it. I know you will. He's not scared of him on that. But if you don't, just carry on fighting everyone else. Let everyone go against Floyd and lose. Because once you've lost, you've got to rebound and build up your reputation again. And you've got to hope Floyd doesn't get beat by anyone else. Because if someone beats Floyd, then you've got two guys better than you. So stick to what you're doing, Danny Garcia. You're doing a great job, and I'm a huge fan.